Hello children, today let us start a new chapter, that is reproduction in plants. The production of new organisms from the existing organisms of the same species is known as reproduction. That means reproduction is production of its own kind or giving birth to its own kind or own species is known as reproduction. See children, here the picture of a cat giving birth to a kitten. Then in the similar way we can say a dog will give a birth to a puppy. Human beings will give birth to a baby child and so on. See, the different pictures show that. Now children, there are different methods of reproduction in plants. Let us come to the methods. They are the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means the production of new plants from the existing plants without the involvement of the gametes. And sexual reproduction means the production of new plants from the existing plants by the fusion of their gametes. Here children, in asexual reproduction you can see a potato giving rise to the eyes through which a new plant is developing, and the second one is a bryophyllum from where the leaf buds give birth to a new plant. Then in sexual reproduction we have the fusion of the gametes, that is, here the picture of a sunflower and a mustard plant is given. Now let us come to the details of the methods of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, we are having four types. They are the vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, and spore formation. Now, vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation takes place through stem, through the roots, and through the leaves. So these are the three means by which a plant can reproduce. That is, and the method is vegetative propagation. A new plant can come from the stem, a new plant can come from the roots, and it can also come from the leaves. Now let us come to vegetative propagation in details. It is the formation of the new plants from the vegetative parts of the plant. It can be the stem, the root, or the leaves. Vegetative propagation by stem. New plants can be obtained from the stem or the branch of an existing plant by the method of cutting, like we do in the case of rose. If we plant a rose cutting, then it grows into a new individual plant. Same happens in the case of champa, grapes, and sugarcane also. See children, the picture of stem cutting of rose is given here. Then new plants can be obtained from the stem tubers that stores the food. For example, like your potato and ginger. In potato children, you can see the germinating eye bud present on top of the potato. Then the scar of the scale leaf is given, then the scar of the stem and the eye. Now children, during this season, if you keep potato for a too long period, you see outgrowths on the body of the potato, that is nothing but the eyes. Then new plants can be obtained from the root tubers that stores the food, for example sweet potato and dahlia. The pictures here shows children the presence of the old stem and the new shoot. The green one is the new shoot from the bud, then the bud on the root tuber, and the tuber is the swollen root that acts as the storage structure. That means it stores the food. And the second picture also looks similar, but one is your sweet potato and the others are the tubers of dahlia. Then vegetative propagation by leaves, the third way. New plants reproduce from the leaves containing buds. Example is bryophyllum and begonia. The first picture is that of the begonia bryophyllum plant children. The bryophyllum plant, where the edges or the margin of the leaf develops the leaf buds. Okay, and the picture shows how the leaf buds, when they start growing, they'll start falling from the leaf. They will fall from the leaf and they will act as an individual plant. Now coming to the fourth type, which is spore formation. In spore formation, a kind of asexual reproduction of spore formation is nothing but a kind of asexual reproduction. These are all the types of asexual reproduction in which new plants or the fungi grows from the spores. Spores are the reproductive bodies and they are microscopic. When these spores are released into the surrounding area, into the atmosphere, then they develop into new plants under the favorable conditions. For example, fungi, bread mold and rhizopus and ferns. In fungi comes the bread mold and the rhizopus, and the second one is the ferns. See children, in bread mold how the fungi is coming up, how it is growing into spores. The top ball like structure is the spores children, okay, and the stem is known as the scion, okay, and it is having a case known as the sporangium, and inside is the sporangiophore. And the ferns, the underside of the leaves children, in ferns if you see black dotted structures, they are nothing but the spores. Now let us come to budding. Budding is a form of asexual reproduction in which a new plant develops from an outgrowth or the bud of the parent plant, which then detaches and becomes a new plant. Like in the case of Bryophyllum, here children, you can see a small bud with a centrally nucleus present in it and the parent yeast cell. This is a yeast cell children. The example here shown is that of yeast. Then how the nucleus that starts elongating forming into a bud. Then the whole cell will divide into two parts, and here then when it develops or when it divides into two parts, then each part starts detaching and they act as an individual organism. So here the cytoplasm is dividing with the nucleus also getting divided into two, bud with the nucleus, and then the new cells that are being formed, they are known as the daughter cells. They are the daughter yeast, okay, here. And the chain like this continues children. The chain of yeast cells form, and the downward one is the parent yeast, that is the original yeast, parent yeast cell from which these daughter cells have started forming, okay. Now let us come to fragmentation. What is fragmentation? In this method, the body of the parent plant breaks into small pieces, and these pieces are known as the fragments. And each fragments, they grow up to become a new plant. This happens in the case of Spirogyra children. In Spirogyra, the reproduction takes place by fragmentation. This is all for today children. Thank you. Hope you understood all the slides.